Never stop improving. Spend an hour with us every month with our short courses to build your skills fast. Only available on the Josh Began membership. If there was one thing that you need to concentrate on, it's no more solo offers. What do I mean by that? Well, often what happens in a campaign is if a property's gone to auction and it didn't sell, and now it's on the market and it's languishing, so it's maybe 6, 7, 8 weeks down the track from when it was first listed, and you're kind of that agent there and you're turning up at the open for inspections, but no one else is, that can get pretty demoralising pretty quickly. What happens with some agents is that when they receive an offer, they actually go, oh my God, what do I do now? Because they're absolutely convinced that there's no more competition, there's no more offers, and that this is the only number. And when they take forward that offer to the owner, and the owner doesn't accept that offer, they don't know what to do next. Now, one of the key things that we know to be a really good negotiator is that effectively there are 3 people involved in every negotiation. The first person is going to be the owner. Obviously, they have a series of expectations. Then there is the buyer. This is the person who's making the offer on the property. The most important person in the negotiation is actually the next buyer. Now, the reason why that's so critically important is that the next buyer makes the current buyer look so good. So let me give you a bit of an idea on this. Let's say, for example, that you had an owner at $1 million, and then you had a buyer who'd come forward with an offer of $950,000. Now, at this point, the owner doesn't want to accept the $950,000 because they feel like they've actually lost $50,000. But that's not actually the case. You see, the key thing is that where is the next buyer? You see, the next buyer might be all the way back at, say, $850,000. Now, you might think, wow, we've got a buyer at $850, we've got a buyer at $950. Why would I take forward an offer at $850 if I've already got an offer on the table available at $950,000? Well, the key thing about it is that if the offer of $850,000 is presented to the owner, at the same time that the offer of $950,000 is presented, the owner now knows that they've clearly got an offer that's way out in advance, and that we've actually got a $100,000 premium for the client. Now, that $100,000 premium is so important because why would a buyer pay $100,000 more than any other buyer? Well, it comes back down to one key thing that drives markets, and that's urgency. Your urgency is the reason why you pay more. So although the owner might be worried about losing the 50, what we know is if this particular buyer isn't treated well in the negotiations and they leave, then the problem is that now they're actually going to lose $150,000 because the next buyer's all the way down at $850 compared to the owner being at that $1 million. So the real lesson here is no more solo offers. If you want to be a great agent, always present offers in context. So when you take forward an offer, always make sure you take forward the next offer of where the next buyer is, so that then the owner knows exactly how much of a premium they've got. And when you present forward that information, that context, that's going to allow you to bring more deals together. Really hope you've enjoyed our tip. We look forward to seeing you next time.